What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video.
We have Miss Girl right here. She's always asleep. You guys can't really ever catch her awake. The only time she was awake was on our podcast, so you can see that on Friday. But yeah, she is knocked out.
So babe, go ahead and tell them the little story, the little run-in we had yesterday with the whole name situation. It was crazy.
So basically, we uploaded a video coming home from the hospital and Franco meeting baby girl for the first time. And in that video, he right away goes and shows her one of his toys and he's saying, mira, mira. And then I say, dile, mira, ¿quieres jugar? And I guess my R didn't really come out, so it kind of said like it sounded like I said Mia, but Franco's R's don't roll yet, so he was saying Mia, Mia. And every comment was, wait a minute, did he just leak her name? Is her name Mia? And then every comment after that was, oh, Mia is such a beautiful name. And then people started getting really confident in the DMs and they just DM us like, oh, Mia looks just like Franco, Mia's beautiful. So everyone seems to think that her name is Mia.
But you could tell right away the people that are around like toddlers or have kids of their own, because I could see a lot of comments kind of like explaining what we already know, which was, I think he's either saying Mira or like Mia as in like possessive. And it's even funny because we were like, wait, did we name her what we named her? Because one of the comments said, I really think it's Mia, mostly because after Franco said Mia, Blanca told Franco to ask Mia if she wants to play. And I literally right here, I sent it to Blanca. I was like, when did you say that? And then she's like, I have no idea, LMAO. I'm gonna rewatch. And then she texted me again. I said, dile, mira, ¿quieres jugar? But I guess I didn't emphasize R. Like she was doing like baby talk.
Yeah, no? I guess. So people took that and ran with it. And now even my TikTok comments are like, oh, Mia's so beautiful. And although Mia is a very beautiful name, it is not her name.
I even got scared to the point where like, maybe people are gonna think, nah, you guys leaked this so you changed her name. You know, like that ran through my head because it was very like convincing. Obviously said, but we edit the video, like we would know, like I would have seen, you know, Franco constantly repeating Mia. I would have blurred it out or something, you know?
Yeah, and someone said, I don't think so because her comadre Noemi asked her what they ended up naming her and they bleeped it out. So like some people got it, but I feel like others were so excited and they're like, oh, he leaked it, it's Mia, which it's so cute, but it's not. And I guess it goes with us saying that it was a very short like name that you could say in Spanish and English, but it's not her name.
And then another thing, guys, with Franco's name, we can truly say no one guessed Franco. But with Baby Girl, we have one girl that guessed it 2 weeks ago. After her, I would say like 1 or 2 came out that I could see after she was born. Before she was born, only one girl in the comments guessed it.
And it was in our podcast. We actually talked about her name like on 3 podcasts. We're like, we don't know what to name her. Help us, help us. And this one girl 2 weeks ago guessed it. So do you want to see what her name is?
Well, I kind of want to give them like a backstory. I know, guys, whatever. But we just kind of want to like explain to you why we came up with this name. And you kick it off, babe.
Well, I've always liked this name. One, because I've heard it before, but not like I've never met anybody named this, but I think it's a very beautiful name. And also Dana Paula, I love her as an actress when she was like in novelas and stuff, and her name, or it was her middle name in one of the novelas that I watched when I was a tiny little girl. And I remember 5 years ago, I would say, I heard it again and I was like, oh, that's it, that's the name, like that I will name my daughter that. And so that's kind of my backstory.
Oh, another thing, babe, I just remembered with the whole Mia thing, another convincing point was, I guess you love Rebelde, and it was like Franco y Mia. I've never watched that, but I was like, oh my god, people are gonna hold on to that and roll with it because you were obsessed with Rebelde during the whole tour stage and stuff. So right
after, like last night after that text that he sent, he's like, all right, like let's film the video tomorrow so we can upload it ASAP, because we don't want people to think that it's Mia still, you know, even after we put it on stories that it's not, people are still like, oh,
I even pinned a comment on YouTube where like some girl said Mia and I responded to it saying, no, sorry for the confusion, but people are still commenting it when you go to recent. So but let's kind of say the name and then we'll go back to explaining it a little bit more.
Oh my goodness, are you excited, mamas? All right, girl,
go ahead, babe. No, you go.
Okay, guys, her name is Belen. This is Belen Flores in all her glory. She's perfect. The name honestly fits her perfect, and everybody that like when people call her that or when they come over and they're like, hi Belen, I'm like, okay, like I picked the perfect name. And I think it's just silly because the only like bad thing that I ever heard that Jonathan said, actually, he's like, oh, it's because they're just gonna sing to her, or what is it? El burrito sabanero.
Burrito sabanero.
And I was like,
Camino a Belén.
yeah, but I was like, it's a good, like, it's a cute song. If she ever comes to me and is like, Mom, they're trying to bully me, like singing the song to me, I'm like, tell them to search up the friggin' story and tell them that it's a beautiful song and it represents Christmas, you know, like
when I told you guys that it was simple, it was easy, it wasn't like a crazy name, we meant it, but it's also unique. I personally, I can swear I do not know anyone named Belen besides like a celebrity here and there, but we love it. It's like, it's also like biblical, but it's like unique. And also Blanca starts with a B and Belen starts with a B.
And if you watched, I don't remember what the novela was, but if you remember, Dana Paola in that novela se llamaba Maria Belén, and I love that name. So Jonathan was like, okay, let's just name her Maria Belén. I was like, no, I love Belén, like Belén. Belén Flores. Oh, my mommy.
I truly think names do have power, because we have this little joke that like Blanca has twin cousins, and one of them is named Angel and the other one Alex. They're two boys, but the one named Angel is super crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then the one named Alex, and then super people calm, like juniors tend to be like silver tooth kids. I'm just saying what, like, you know, the stereotype.
Yeah.
So we named her Belen, and we already were kind of prepared for her to be in like crazy. And I was like, babe, she's gonna be crazy, the way she moved in your stomach, the way, you know, she's a fighter. If you guys know our story, you know, the whole
like miscarriage
scare. We're like, she's crazy, she's resilient, she's gonna be coming out crazy, swinging. But right now, guys, she's breaking all second child stereotypes. She's perfect. Every baby's perfect, right? But like, to our situation, she's an angel. Like, nos deja dormir toda la noche, o si se despierta con Blanca, like, nomás está despierta, tiene los ojos abiertos, but she's not crying. We have to wake her up to eat. She's such a precious baby. Like, this comes out Wednesday. If you're watching this right now, our podcast comes out Friday. We do 55 minutes and you do not hear her once.
No, she like starts off awake and like slowly goes into a sleep, which I'm like, I didn't have to rock her, I didn't have to feed her, I didn't have to do anything. She just fell asleep in my arms. She is so sweet. She is just like the sweetest little baby girl. And I remember when Jonathan and I were going down the list of names that we loved, there were other names, and there was a really strong name that Jonathan liked that I didn't like. It gave villain in a novela vibes. And Jonathan's like, babe, she's gonna be so crazy. She's gonna be so, like, she was so strong, so resilient, and she's gonna be a crazy second child. She's not gonna let you sleep. She's gonna cry while you're trying to feed her, whatever. Like, she needs a strong name. And now, like, I'm looking at her, I'm like, she is the sweetest little baby, and like, Belen just gives soft, sweet vibes, you know? So it fits her perfectly.
Obviously, that could all change, guys, and we're totally prepared for it. We always tell her, we're like, mamas, are you like catfishing us, you know? Okay, like, are you gonna go crazy? It's okay. We had our good first, you know, week of a long run,
and that's what matters. I think like the first couple of weeks of newborn is usually when you're on like survival mode, and I haven't felt that way with her at all. Like, I think it's so easy. She's so mellow. She's like, I don't know, I can't say enough good things about her. So she's like with these like 2 weeks that she's been so calm, con eso tenemos. If she wants to be crazy later on, it's fine, girl. You let me sleep when I was trying to heal from postpartum, so you can be as crazy as you want.
But we need to give credit where credit is due, guys. So shout out to Kenya Casas 1790. Screenshot right here. She's the first one. Like I said 2 weeks ago, she put Belen with little heart emojis. So shout out to you, girl.
Yeah, she won. So you know what, girl? We're gonna give you $100 right now. That's the giveaway. And for her, so I'm also doing another giveaway on my channel where I told you guys to guess the date that she was going to be born. So I have to do that too because someone actually guessed it.
Yeah, but let's give a little recap, guys, because I think in the podcast we go over our
birth story.
Your dramatic birth, traumatizing bad birth story. But today we kind of want to give you like the facts about Miss Girl over here. She was born March 10th at 3:53
p.m.
3:53 p.m.
She weighed 7 pounds 10 ounces and she was 19.5 inches long, which is crazy because when people say like you literally copy and pasted Franco, they're not wrong, because Franco was 7 pounds 11 ounces and he was 20 inches long. So like by half an inch and by 1 ounce.
Yeah,
literally. And they looked identical. I mean, she's like starting to grow into her features, but when she was born, it was literally like we were holding Franco, which is so funny. So yeah, she is just amazing, honestly.
But look at her, guys. She is precious. She's
just sleeping.
I'm just obsessed with her. Not because she's a calm baby, but she's just, I guess that has to do a lot with it, but she just lets us do stuff. Like we can work, and then he also lets us, that's also important to us, he lets us spend time with Franco, you know?
Yes.
You can let him in. Ven pa.
And ven, corazón.
Ay, ven, dile hola a la cámara. Ven.
¿Dónde andabas? ¿Eh?
Yo, nena,
¿Andabas gritando?
Oye, ¿cómo se llama la bebé?
Belén.
Belén, diles hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo te sientes que eres un hermano grande? Un hermano mayor. ¿Bien? ¿Amas a Belén? ¿Sí?
¿Quieres agarrarla?
Oh my goodness. ¿Le quieres dar un besito en su nariz? ¿Cómo lo haces? ¿Cómo lo haces con tu nariz? A ver. Ok.
Dame la boca.
La boca.
Mira esas.
Una diadema. Un moño.
Mira esa mollo.
Moño, muy bien.
Titi.
Oh, cuidado, ok, porque se le caen
¿Cuántos
sus
ojos tiene?
Dos ojos.
Dos ojos.
Muy bien.
¿Qué es?
Mira.
¿Pelo? Tiene mucho, ¿verdad? Como tú.
Mira es. Mira.
¿Qué?
Mira talla.
There's your Mia, guys.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, guys, Franco has been amazing with her too. Honestly, like, he's a very calm, gentle, sweet boy, and he's been very calm and gentle with her and around her. Of course, he doesn't know his strength, he doesn't know his surroundings, so he moves like a toddler, he screams like a toddler, she sleeps through his screams. All we have to do when he's around her is just be super careful with like him jumping on her. He just gets so excited, he kind of sees her like a new toy. So we just have to like be very careful when he's moving around her. But other than that, he has been amazing too. So I don't know, I think we like won the lottery with our kids, to be honest.
We're not even trying to like, I challenge you guys to go back to Franco's first video. You can I think, was it first video, first podcast? The one, even Mando reached out, he's like, man, you guys look like you're going through it.
Oh yeah, and we were, because I think postpartum was harder with him just because he was a very colicky baby. He had a lot of colic.
Also, like
Oh, yeah.
me, I was also not in the best place mentally, obviously with my weight, with how I looked, and also I wasn't a bad dad, but I wasn't so hands-on like I am with baby girl.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm more like proactive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
you're more hands-on
with
her.
Franco, I waited for Blanca to tell me things to do, and that kind of frustrated her. With her, I take initiative. It's all like, give her to me. I'll change her diaper. I'll do this. I'll do that. I even tell her, I was like, babe, if you want to leave me some bottles and you can go, you know, you don't have to, you know, breastfeed her. But
not only that, like, you're also super hands-on with Franco. Like,
Oh,
all day he has something to do with him, or takes him outside. You know, he showers him, puts him down for bed. So I think it's just, this time around we're enjoying the blissful moments of a newborn. And with Franco, we were in shock. It took a toll on our mental health, it took a toll on our relationship. Jonathan was not good mentally either, so it was like harder on our relationship as well. I don't know, like my milk, when I came in, we struggled so much that night. Jonathan was at the store at 6 in the morning getting him formula, and this time, like, we got bottles, we got formula, everything, and we haven't had to use nothing. Also, because this time around as a second time mom, I knew exactly what to do when my milk came in, and I didn't get engorged, I didn't get any crazy symptoms when it came in. So
like, this is the most she'll do, guys. She'll move around, se acomoda, and luego she goes back to sleep.
Or se queja if she has a lot of pee or poop. I don't know, guys. Like, we can't truly tell you how it is. Maybe until she's like 3 months old, we'll be able to tell you exactly.
We'll check back in.
But as of now, we are just so blessed and so lucky that everything's been very smooth.
I just think, like, it's like the opposite. You would think 2 kids is harder than 1, but so far it's been easier. And that's what I tell people with dogs as well.
Oh, yeah.
Having just 1 dog, Ozo, at the beginning was actually a little bit harder, because you have to give him that time, you have to give him that exercise, where if you get another dog and you have a yard, they tire themselves out, or they have each other's company, or they do stuff together. And same thing with a kid. I think so far it's been like, I don't know, like, we both have our hands full, so there's no like, it's your turn, no, we're just both equally putting the same weight. Obviously my wife way more because she has boobs, but it's perfect. I feel like our relationship is also better than it was the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I love my wife like way more. I admire her so much. I don't know, I just love my baby girl so much, you know.
This time around, we're just... All done. We're just super thankful that we can love her and like spend time with her while also being able to still do the same with Franco. It's just gonna be so exciting when they can play together, you know? Like I think it's just tough the first couple of months. But when she's like able, like when actually, this is what I think. When I get out of my cuarentena, it's gonna be so easy because we're gonna be able to get out the house together. Because right now I can't go anywhere, so.
But with all that being said, this is Belen Flores Soto. And yeah, the new addition to the family, guys.
This
And
is our perfect baby girl. Oh, muchas gracias, mi amor.
Mira, mami. Ay, gracias.
Diles, okay, diles gracias por ver el video.
Diles bye. Nos vemos muy pronto en el Target.
Sí. Diles. Así. Like and subscribe. Ay, sí, ni tú te la crees.
Yes.
Alright guys, have an amazing day and we'll see you in the next video.